I love my job because it gives me the opportunity to make a difference. It gives me an opportunity to connect with people, not just with the students but also with the parents. Recently, when I was saying goodbye to my community, I just finished up at my last school, and I was saying goodbye to the children, and I had a little grade 2 boy come up to me, and he's quite a tricky little boy, and we'd spent a lot of time together, many hours in fact, and he stopped and he looked at me and he said, thank you for helping me when I was mad. And I'd been really good all day, but at that point I cried because he knew that I believed in him, that I was always going to be his champion, and for him to be able to articulate that meant that he had come so far. And so I'm really passionate about those deeper level connections, and if I can continue to make those connections as principal of Botanic Ridge Primary School, it'll be so rewarding. I'm a learner myself. I've always loved learning, and I want to continue to inspire others to learn. I have a number of things that I think are really important in education. So at the end of the day, I want the children leaving my school, I want them to be literate, I want them to be numerate, I want them also to be curious, and I want them to be curious in a number of ways. I actually want them to be academically curious, but I also want them to be curious about culture, respectfully curious of culture. I also think it's really important that children are problem solvers and are discerning thinkers, so they can sift through all of that information that comes their way. And I always think being respectful is another thing that's really important to me as an educator. Respectful of people and respectful of the planet that we inhabit. And finally, I want children to be joyful. I want them to love school, I want them to love learning, and I really want them just to love life.